These places are insane! Welcome to an absolutely extraordinary journey around the world, people. Today, I'm Waleed, and we are about to blow your minds, seriously. We're not just talking about cool vacation spots, we're diving headfirst into the 10 strangest places on Earth. I'm talking mysterious, mind-bending locations, so unbelievably unusual you'll literally question if they're even real. I've seen some crazy stuff, but this list is on another level entirely. You think you've seen weird? Just wait. Are you ready to explore these unbelievable locations? I mean, really ready? Because what you're about to see is going to challenge everything you thought you knew about our planet. We've scoured the globe looking for the most bizarre, the most inexplicable, the most jaw-dropping spots, and trust me, we found them. These aren't your average tourist traps. These are places that feel like they're straight out of a movie or maybe even another dimension. So if you're ready for an adventure that's going to leave you speechless, then buckle up. Let's begin. We're not wasting any time. We're jumping straight into the madness. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already because you are not going to want to miss a single second of this. Let's go! Alright, kicking things off with number 1, we're heading to Tanzania, to Lake Natron. This isn't your friendly neighborhood swimming hole, guys. This lake is so incredibly alkaline, like super salty and full of sodium carbonate, that it literally has the power to mummify animals. Yes, you heard me right, mummify. Any bird or bat that accidentally crashes into its waters gets preserved, almost like it's turned into a stone statue. It's like Medusa's private pond. But instead of looking at her, these poor creatures just touch the water. The landscape around it is hauntingly beautiful, with these eerie, petrified figures dotting the shoreline. It's both terrifying and ridiculously cool. Imagine just stumbling upon this scene. Crimson red waters, due to the salt-loving microorganisms, and these perfectly preserved, almost sculpted animal remains. It's one of the harshest environments on Earth, yet flamingos somehow thrive here, breeding on the salt islands. But for most other creatures, it's a deadly trap, creating this natural macabre museum. The sheer power of nature to create something so bizarre and striking is just mind-blowing. You wouldn't want to take a dip, trust me, but seeing it, absolutely unforgettable. This place is a real-life horror movie set, but also stunningly unique. Next up, prepare yourselves because this one is genuinely unsettling. We're going to Mexico, to a place called Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls. And yes, it's exactly as creepy as it sounds, maybe even creepier. The story goes that a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera found a young girl who had drowned in the canals surrounding the island. Shortly after, he found a doll floating nearby, and in her memory, he hung it on a tree. But it didn't stop there. He believed the girl's spirit haunted the island, so he spent decades collecting and hanging thousands upon thousands of dolls, many of them broken, dirty, and missing limbs, all over the trees to appease her. Locals and visitors tell some seriously eerie stories about this place. They say the dolls whisper to each other at night, that their eyes follow you as you walk past, and some even claim the dolls have moved on their own. Can you imagine being there after dark? It's a nightmarish art installation created by one man's obsession and grief. The sheer volume of dolls, their decaying faces, the silence of the island broken only by the rustling leaves and maybe, just maybe, a ghostly giggle. It's the stuff of nightmares. This isn't just strange, it's a full-blown psychological horror experience, and it's 100% real. Alright, from creepy dolls to a place that's out of this world, literally. We're jetting off to Chile, to the Atacama Desert. Now when I say dry, I mean dry. This is officially the driest non-polar desert on Earth. Some weather stations in the Atacama have never recorded rainfall, ever. Can you even comprehend that? It's so arid and lifeless in certain parts that scientists actually use it to simulate conditions on Mars. NASA tests rovers here, guys. That's how otherworldly this landscape is. It's vast, desolate, and stunningly beautiful in its own harsh way. The terrain is just unbelievable. Think vast salt flats, barren rocky mountains, and sand dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see, all under some of the clearest night skies you'll ever witness, perfect for stargazing. Because there's so little moisture or light pollution, the views of the Milky Way are absolutely insane. It's a place that makes you feel incredibly small, like you're an astronaut exploring a new planet. The silence is profound, almost deafening. It's not just strange because it's dry, it's strange because it genuinely feels like you've left Earth and landed somewhere in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, hold on because this next one looks like something straight out of a fantasy epic. We're going to China, to a place called Shilin, which literally translates to The stone forest, and it's not an exaggeration. This place is covered in towering limestone pillars, some reaching up to 30 meters high, that look exactly like petrified trees, creating a massive, surreal maze. It's absolutely gigantic, covering an area of nearly 300 square kilometers. You could get lost in there for days wandering through these colossal stone formations. It's like an ancient sleeping army of rock giants. These incredible structures weren't carved by humans, oh no. This is all Mother Nature's handiwork, sculpted over millions of years by wind and water erosion. The stone itself was formed underwater about 270 million years ago, and then tectonic uplift brought it to the surface, where the elements got to work. Walking through it feels like you've stepped into another dimension, a world where trees are made of stone, and the landscape defies all logic. There are caves, arches, and even underground rivers hidden within this rocky labyrinth. It's a geological wonderland that's so bizarre it's beautiful. Alright, prepare to have your minds blown again because we're going underground for this next one. Deep underground, we're in Poland at the Wieliczka salt mine, home to the incredible salt cathedral of Zipaquira. Wait, no, that's Colombia. The one in Poland is the Chapel of St. Kinga. My bad, guys, there are a few of these salt wonders. This one in Wieliczka is insane. It's a breathtaking cathedral, complete with altars, chandeliers, and intricate sculptures, all carved entirely out of rock salt by the miners themselves over centuries. It's not just a room, it's a massive, ornate church hundreds of feet below the surface. Imagine miners, after a long day of backbreaking work, dedicating their time to carve these stunning religious scenes and figures directly into the salt walls. The way the light reflects off the crystalline salt surfaces gives the whole place this ethereal, almost magical glow. The chandeliers themselves are made of salt crystals. It's a testament to human faith and artistry in one of the most unexpected places. You're literally walking through halls and chapels where everything, from the floor you walk on to the statues you admire, is salt. It's beautiful, it's eerie, and it's absolutely one of the strangest and most awe-inspiring man-made structures on the planet. This next place is a bit more somber but incredibly significant and strange in its own way. We're traveling to the Bamiyan Valley in Afghanistan. This valley was once home to two colossal standing Buddha statues, carved into the side of a cliff in the 6th century. These weren't just small statues, guys. One was over 170 feet tall, and the other over 110 feet. They were marvels of ancient art and engineering, standing as silent witnesses to centuries of history, trade along the Silk Road, and cultural exchange. It was a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its immense cultural importance. Tragically, in 2001, these magnificent statues were intentionally destroyed. Now only the massive, empty niches remain, like haunting reminders of what was lost. Despite the destruction, or perhaps because of it, the valley has an incredibly powerful, almost haunting atmosphere. The empty alcoves themselves are strangely imposing, and the surrounding landscape of caves and monasteries, once bustling with Buddhist life, adds to the profound sense of history and loss. It's a strange place because it's defined as much by absence as by presence, a stark reminder of both human creativity and destructiveness. Okay, let's switch gears to something a little more romantic, but still super strange and beautiful. We're off to Klavan, Ukraine to find the Tunnel of Love. This isn't a man-made tunnel in the traditional sense. It's actually a section of industrial railway track that's been completely enveloped by arches of lush green trees. Over time, the passing of a train, which still runs a few times a day delivering wood to a factory, has perfectly shaped the surrounding foliage into a natural, leafy green tunnel that stretches for several kilometers. It looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. It's become a massive attraction for couples who flock here to make a wish, believing that if their love is sincere, it will come true. The way the sunlight filters through the leaves creates this magical, almost dreamlike atmosphere. In spring and summer, it's an explosion of vibrant green. In autumn, it transforms into a breathtaking tapestry of gold and red. It's strange because it's an industrial railway line that's accidentally become one of the most romantic and picturesque spots on Earth. Nature just decided to reclaim this man-made structure and turn it into art. It's proof that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places. Alright, brace yourselves, because this next one is literally on fire. We're heading to Indonesia to the Kawah Ijen volcano. This place isn't just known for its acidic crater lake, which is a whole other level of crazy. No, Kawah Ijen is famous for its mesmerizing electric blue lava flows. Now, it's not technically blue lava, it's actually sulfuric gases igniting when they hit the air, burning with an eerie blue flame. This phenomenon is most visible at night, creating these surreal rivers of blue fire pouring down the volcano's slopes. It looks like something from another planet, or a scene from a fantasy movie where dragons roam. This incredible, otherworldly spectacle comes with extreme danger. The volcano constantly emits choking sulfurous gases, and local miners, these incredibly brave souls, trek into the crater to extract sulfur, often with minimal protection. Seeing those blue flames flicker and flow in the darkness, against the backdrop of the volcanic landscape, is an experience that's both terrifying and utterly captivating. It's a raw, powerful display of nature's chemical artistry. It's strange because it defies our expectations of what a volcano should look like, turning a destructive force into something hauntingly beautiful and almost supernatural. Get ready, cat lovers, because this next one is perfectly strange. We're off to Japan, to an island called Tashirojima, more famously known as Cat Island. And yes, you guessed it, this island is absolutely overrun with cats. We're talking hundreds, maybe thousands of feline residents who vastly outnumber the small human population. These cats aren't just strays, they are revered and well cared for by the locals who believe that feeding the cats brings good luck and fortune. Dogs are pretty much banned from the island to keep the cats happy. It's literally a feline paradise. The cats roam freely, lounging in the sun, greeting fishing boats, and generally ruling the roost. There are even cat-shaped shrines and cat-themed buildings. Fishermen historically brought cats to the island to deal with mice on their silkworm farms, and the cat population just exploded from there. For cat enthusiasts, this place is an absolute dream come true, a chance to be surrounded by friendly, purring companions everywhere you look. For others, the sheer number of cats might be a little overwhelming. It's strange because it's a society where cats are the dominant species, creating a unique and adorable, if slightly bizarre, little world. For our final strange place, we're heading to the enchanting Bolzano forest in Italy, specifically around Lake Carezza. This isn't strange in a creepy or dangerous way, but in a "how is this even real" kind of way. The forests here, especially in autumn, transform into something that looks like it was meticulously painted by a master artist. The colors are so vibrant, so magical, they almost don't seem natural. We're talking deep reds, fiery oranges, and brilliant yellows, all set against the backdrop of the stunning Dolomite Mountains and the emerald green waters of Lake Carezza. What makes it particularly unusual, beyond the insane autumn foliage, are the shapes of some of the trees. You'll find these incredibly tall, slender spruce trees, often referred to as Stradivarius trees because legend says the famous violin maker used wood from this region. The forest floor is often carpeted with a thick layer of fallen leaves, creating this soft, dreamlike landscape. It's the kind of place where you expect fairies and woodland creatures to pop out at any moment. It's strange because its beauty is so perfect, so picturesque, it feels like you've stepped directly into a living, breathing masterpiece of art. And there you have it, guys. The 10 strangest, most fascinating, and absolutely mind-blowing places on Earth. From lakes that turn animals to stone, to islands covered in creepy dolls, and forests that look like paintings, our planet is full of wonders that defy explanation. Seriously, some of these spots are so out there it's hard to believe they actually exist, but they do. And we just took you on a whirlwind tour of them. My mind is officially blown. How about yours? Which one of these unbelievable locations amazed you the most? Was it the blue lava of Kawa Ijen, the stone forest in China, or maybe the sheer number of cats on Cat Island? I honestly can't pick a favorite. They're all insane in their own way. Which one would you visit first if you had the chance to see it with your own eyes? I want to know what you think is the absolute strangest. Let us know your top pick in the comments below. We read every single one. And hey, if you enjoyed this crazy adventure, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more insane content like this, and definitely hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures.